How does climate change pose a risk? You know, a lot of times when there's discussions and dialogue on climate change, there's an inherent message and belief and misconception that climate change is something that will happen down the line in the future sometimes. For us, for small island developing states, and in particular low-lying coral atolls like ours, which do not rise 2 meters above sea level, it poses major risk, particularly from sea level rise.
In time, some of our islands will be submerged to the extent that I think eventually some of them will have to leave the islands and be resettled somewhere.
We just did estimates actually about 2 years ago of the costs, implications of all that. We know now that we need about $500 million annually to address all these impacts of climate change.
What I understand by climate finance, what it's supposed to achieve, is very generally it is all of those means of financial support, whether money, grants, loans, insurance products, whatever, that are directed towards resilience building activities, things that will help us survive the current changes and indeed thrive under them. I think in principle, climate finance skills hub is a very good thing. I like the idea of South-South learning because, God bless our friends in some of the more developed countries, but they don't necessarily know the kind of things that we have to face. And so hearing how other people like us solve the problem will do a lot of good. Furthermore, I like the focus that seems to be emerging on making sure that the capacity is embedded and indigenous. We don't want a situation where a consultant parachutes in and jets off. What we want is to build the capacity in-house so that we can hold on to it for the long term, because we're talking about a long-term problem. So I do like the approach.
So we just need to think outside the box and come up with intuitive solutions that that can address the problems, the magnitude of the challenges and the problems.